There we go. Good morning. It is 7:05. I actually think Twitch is working, and I was not expecting it to. Like, every time I've streamed before, like with the multi-stream, Twitch has had like a fucking fit over it. So I'm genuinely surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but genuinely surprised. So I am a liar on Twitter. Let us please not spam. Dami said he was just stopping by for a second. Which, thank you, Dami. Bless. And what's up, Stockus? And Zach, what's up? So, like, to explain the science behind this, for some reason, Wednesday night is like the most terribly performing time to stream. At least on my channel. I don't know, maybe people are like, you know, cool kids or like their cool Wednesday night things. But this has to be done before a deadline for the Paleo Pines contest. So I said, you know, I'm just going to do it in the morning. We're just going to do it in the morning. Bless Frauder, thank you. So I have class at 10. I have to be out of the house by 9:30. So we're making poppins before I have to go to class, basically. And you may be wondering, how are you making a poppin? Let me actually go ahead and pop open the restream chat. That probably would make sense. Let me open up the restream chat since we are cool kids with multiple streaming platforms. We are going to be making... I have 2 copies of this. There's just 2 copies because, you know, language. This is originally a Spanish recipe, which I will try to remember to actually link later, for piedras, which basically crunchy bread. And this is a crunchy poppin from Paleo Pines. So I wanted it to be crunchy and accurate. I want to make like a game accurate poppin. So we have piedras, and I have a terribly translated Google Translate version. And if I feel sussed, I'll look at the Spanish, and vice versa. So we have our plan. And I also have to go on one more tiny tangent before we start throwing stuff together. See these? See these? These little assholes. I did not morally want to spend more than $5 on acorns. They are acorns. When they're not on the floor in like the beginning of fall, they're just acorns. I knew for a fact that like it probably costs like 2 cents an acorn to like make them in some factory somewhere. So I was like very personally offended at the thought of like every single listing on Amazon was like $12 for like 50 of them. And I don't need 50 fake acorns. I just need some acorns. So I went, last night I went to 3 different stores to get stuff. First I went to Michael's to try to find some acorns, and they did not have acorns. They are fake acorns, yes. Real acorns were even more expensive because they're not in season anymore. But Michael's had no acorns. I ended up buying some ribbon in a couple jars because I feel awkward going into stores and not buying anything. I feel like they think I'm stealing, even though I'm not. So I spent $5, so I don't know, I just made myself feel better. So I did that. Then I went to Hobby Lobby, and I had to rush because they were going to close in like 30 minutes, but they had the acorns. Mind you, I also had to do this in the busiest part of our area, and I don't like going in that area. Like, I suffered for these acorns. I suffered for them. There are tears and not blood in these acorns. But anyways, that was my tangent. I worked really hard to find those stupid acorns. I had a journey, man. I had a journey. So let's go ahead. Now, the thing about this sweet bread is that this is literally just bread baked into bread. Rip my sanity. Honestly, it was rip my sanity. When I actually found the acorns in the clearance section, this is the last pack of them in the like fall clearance section, I was so happy. because I saw they existed online, but it said you could only buy them in store and that it was a clearance item. I was like, there was such a strong chance that because Michael's didn't have them, I was like, am I just not going to have acorns? Am I going to have to like make some out of clay or something? Because that is not very food safe. And then don't get me wrong, these are probably also not super food safe, but they're not actively like making a substance. I don't know how to describe that. All I know is that they're safer than making them out of clay. Okay, so this is where it gets a little sus. Bear with me because this is absolutely sus. This is very sus. They're chocolate. Nah, they're just plastic. Honestly, I just needed to find something. Honestly, it would be super cool if I could find chocolate acorns, and if I had more time and patience, I probably would try to make chocolate ones, like with like a peanut butter, like a Buckeye, basically. But I do not have that much time, and I wanted to make something pretty, so we're just going with the plastic ones for today. I might revisit this later when I am less pressed for like immediate time and try to make these, like, try to improve upon what we create today, because I'm very excited to create today. Also, because, like I said, this is bread baked into bread, basically. And I could not find breadcrumbs that I felt like would be fine. I don't know. So we're going with this. This is literally just plain stuffing mix, which I think is pretty much just like flour and a little bit of egg in it. Yeah, this is flour, a little bit of sugar, some egg, salt, and more flour. The acorns for the... Oh, I probably should put a picture of Poppin actually on the thing. Let me pull up a picture of a crunchy Poppin really fast. Crunchy. Thank you for reminding me. I meant to do it too. I was like, oh, I'm going to put a picture of the Poppin, you know. I'll put it on the thing. And image address. We are going to stick this in the corner. Like Pippin. Hey, Pippin is honestly pretty dope though. He's... like, they're one of my favorite characters. Okay, Poppin. I can't spell the word Poppin this morning. Okay. What the hell? How does that even happen? Crunchy Poppin. What is that? How does that happen? What the actual hell? Okay, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Or not. Why? Why is it doing that? Crunchy Poppin. Throw it into there. We're gonna keep... I'm like determined to fix this. Okay, what the hell? You know what? We're gonna do this a different way. Put image. Naming it image. I'm literally just gonna put the thumbnail. Like, this is, we're gonna put the thumbnail. There's a picture of the Poppin in the thumbnail, and we're gonna go with that. Making it work. Crunchy Poppin baking thumbs small. There we go. A crunchy Poppin is what is in the corner, and it has a couple acorns on top, and I actually didn't realize that was just a stick. You see a clear stick. They're kind of for aesthetic, because like they have the acorns on top. Mind you, these are made for dinosaurs to eat, so like dinosaurs obviously can eat acorns. But what I thought was like, it's a stick, and I didn't realize that it was a stick. So I bought cinnamon sticks thinking it was a cinnamon stick. So here's our cinnamon sticks that I didn't realize we don't need. I mean, it makes it a little bit more edible, I guess, and like tasty, so we have cinnamon sticks. I just hope that the stuffing does not backfire on me horribly. I needed something, and it was like the closest I could find to like, you know, already baked bread that'll be in like pieces, because you have to have it in pieces. All the breadcrumbs, I was going to go with just breadcrumbs, but they all had like flavorings to them, and don't get me wrong, this recipe accounts for the fact that some of the bread's going to have flavoring. Stab this open with a fish knife. Like, you know, they're gonna have flavorings. It's just, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't have like aggressive flavor to it. Like this is our happy gluten-free mixy mix, and we are completely ignoring the directions for baking on that box because that box doesn't matter. We're gonna use Poppin Tape Dinosaur. Was it Anki that liked the crunchy? I think it was Anki. We can use this to tame my base. Since, you know, we now have an ankylosaurus, we're going to use this to tame another one. Or maybe I'm the dinosaur. Because I am the one who's making, like, who's going to be eating this. Like, I am the dinosaur. Alright. Image, stay old, yep. The first page is basically just saying, you know, old bread. So page 2 is what matters. We're going to preheat our oven to 350. Let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, this is for a challenge competition. Yes, it is. This is Paleo Pines. They're having like a little for funsies contest for people to make foods either inspired by Paleo Pines. The example they gave was somebody made cupcakes that look like juicy poppins, but I don't want to say unhinged, but I am ridiculous, and I was like, you know what? I want to join this. I love to do baking and cooking streams. I haven't done one in a while, but I don't want to make just cupcakes. That's too easy. That's too simple. So we're making game-accurate crunchy poppins. Oh yes, now that we have the poppin on the thingy, bless Zach, it's going to be really fun. I really do. I love baking and stuff. I just haven't been able to do it lately because busy, but I am excited to be here doing a thing. So to describe the vision, you know, obviously there's that. And the frosting on top that you see, I'm just going to do peanut butter. I'm going to hope it works, but we're probably just going to do some peanut butter and see what happens. Like, it's more yellow in that, like, in the actual thing, but I do not have anything to dye it with, and, again, time crunch. Although I do, for, like, the little bits in the outside, I got chopped walnuts. This is going to be a very nutty item. So you have peanut butter, walnuts, cinnamon, and then what hopefully is stuffing that won't taste disgusting. I am a dinosaur. I want to be a Styracosaurus. I love them. They're my favorite. Like, I adore Styracosauruses. Okay, let's see. Now we need 4.5 cups of this. And this is check the nose, like a bread mix or crackers, which we don't care about. They want this to be like super fine. What I'm gonna do, because I opened the bag already like a freaking idiot. I'm just gonna put it into a bag and like rolling pin it a little bit at a time, I guess. I should have crumbed these before. And by the time I started setting this up, like, I got home from the stores at like 8:30. And at that point, I was like, I have to clean up the kitchen for the stream. And I'm so tired. I have to make the thumbnail, and I just did not get around to it. So we're going to do this bit by bit. We're just going to mush it. And, you know, bougie lady in the Spanish recipe says, oh, use a food processor. But I do not own a food processor with 3 blenders. Before you ask, Himi, why do you have 3 blenders? Who needs that many blenders? I could explain. We had one in our previous living space. And when we bought this house, they just like left all of their kitchen stuff for some reason, which is great because now I have like a crock pot and we have another toaster, and we have like 3 toasters too. We have like a toaster oven and like actual toasters. Like, we have a lot of dupes now, including blenders, and we don't blend anything. And I don't want to ruin a blender trying to crush up breadcrumbs. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this done. This might be harder to... Oh, no, never mind. I'm a fucking liar. This is going great. I thought it wasn't going great, but it's going great. Let me know if the crunchy is too loud and I can, like, speed run this, but I'm going under the assumption that it doesn't sound like it's too loud. Like, feel free to yell at me and say, Himi, you're deafening me. We're also not going to get super fine crumbs. Music to your ears. Yes, the crumb ASMR. This bag is getting fucking destroyed. Ah. So. How do people bake things in like the old times? Like, who made this recipe and God knows when and thought, yeah, this is great. This is so easy. I love crumbling things. It's the best part, you know? Just crumbling things and making loud noises. These are also, like, hard as hell, so, like, I mean, it makes sense, but... These are not going to be super fine. There we go. Okay, progress. I was originally going to get, like, breadcrumbs proper, but like I said, like, they were all flavored. Like, one was, like, Italian and, like, garlic, and I was like, we're not making garlic peanut butter. That's, like, the worst combination. Like, Pippin would be disgusted by anything but a crunchy poppin', but, like, I would be disgusted eating a garlic peanut butter creation. Okay, last little bit of this one. Okay. Sick. We're gonna go with this. Like, we don't have a choice. We're going with that. And how many cups is this? This is 4.5. So we're gonna use our big boy here to measure, because this is a lot of breadcrumb. How much is this? I'm also probably gonna half the recipe. Now that I actually know how much it is. Yeah, we're gonna half this, I think. We don't need 12 of these. I don't have enough acorns for 12 of these. We're gonna go for 6. So that's 4.5 originally, so we need just like 2 1/4. So still a couple of this, but like not nearly as much of this. We're mathing on the go, is what I'm saying. You thought you'd never need math, but then you try to bake something and you realize baking is like science. Baking is like aggressive science too. Oh my god. Cooking is an art, baking is a science. Like, if you, like, fuck up the simplest part of baking, you are just done. You will get an abomination. Cooking is a lot more, like, friendly. If you goof up, it's not gonna, you know, end your recipe. But, like, baking is, like, aggression. That is the oven. Let's go ahead and get these goobers decimated. Where did my cup go? Okay. Some of these are not as fine as they probably should be. It's like Lubkins. You think you don't need math, kid? We're gonna move the loud metal thing over there. That was my fault. I don't know why I left those right there. God, this is heavy. This is the hard part, is literally just getting all these stupid crumbs. Because, like, some of these are, like, really stuck, too. Like, this was not meant to be, like, decimated into breadcrumbs. This was meant to be, like, this is meant for Thanksgiving for you to throw in a turkey. I did make sure it was vegetarian. So we're good there. To all my veggie buddies out there, you are safe. This is a recipe that you can enjoy. Yeah, these are going to be like extra crunchy. Let's put this in. I'm just trying to make sure there aren't any large pieces. Is this enough? Meh. Looks like if we're like quartering the recipe, I'm going to take some of these big chunks out. Some of these big chunks a chance to become small. There we go. Because it wanted this to be fine. This is not fine. This is like chunky. Okay, there's another bag. One more bag. Okay. I will say the oven is doing like wonders for how cold it is in this house in the morning. Like, I am vibing right now. It is nice and warm. It is usually fucking frigid. Oh, actually, big brain move time. Big brain move time. Remove the big pieces and get at the crumbs that are already crumbed. Haha. I am fucking genius brain right now. You gotta use your brain, kids. You gotta think it through. Gotta become the brain cell. Here we go. Alright, sick. Now we have some actual breadcrumbs in there. Put this away. And then it's about 2 1/4. No, you're kidding me. Okay, I don't feel bad about how big of a box I bought now. Jesus Christ. Like, I thought I was going overboard. I was not going overboard. If I bought the Punko like I originally thought I would, like, we would be fucked right now. Would like to thank the baking gods for apparently saving me lots of pain. Alright, why was I trying to roll this? It is way more efficient to just beat the crap out of it. Okay, here we go. That's somewhat crummy. We're somewhat crummy. Let me just like, I'm gonna take that, remove some of these big pieces, and put the silt in. And where are we at now? Okay, about 2 1/4. Take more of these big pieces out. Still 2 1/4. Dope. Okay. The hard part's done. That was the hard, loud part. We just had to get the actual... We had to get the breadcrumbs situated. That would not have been a step had I bought the Punko, but we would also be way too short if we did that, so... Hell yeah. Okay, so we have our breadcrumbs. Need the flour. I'm going the wrong direction. The flour's right here. Let's grab that. Bam, bam, bam. I hope this recipe turns out okay. That probably sounds ominous, but like I just hope it turns out okay. We're gonna do our best. And then normally it's 1 3/4 cup of flour, which is a very specific amount. And I'm halving this, so it's a 1/2 and a 1/4. What am I doing? It's just 3/4 cup of flour. I'm out here like way overthinking. I am overthinking this recipe already. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll buy a food processor. There you go. So we're gonna get our flour and throw it into our large mixing bowl, which is the same mixing bowl from the thumbnail. Because, as you probably guessed by now, I only own one bowl. This is like the bowl. I have like, I don't have a medium mixing bowl actually. I don't have one. I only have the one large mixing bowl. Okay, so next, 2. This flour is not coming out readily, and it is actually making my life kind of a nightmare. What do we call that 2? And we're going to call this 3. It's probably not accurate, but it is the best we have. To the sink you go. So here's our flour. It's very floury. It's doing its thing, being flour. Okay, so dry ingredients, dope. This is 1/2 cup of sugar, so 1/4 of a cup of sugar. And I already put you in the freaking thing like an idiot. What are you? That's not going to help us. Where are my other thingies? That's 1/3 of a cup. We'll do half of a cup. Go. Although, wait, no. I don't know if I want to do sugar. We'll do a little bit of sugar. Because this also was a recipe that had a little... I could just taste it. I guess I could taste it. It needs sugar. I tasted it. It needs sugar. It may actually be the rest of this thing of sugar. Okay, there's the sugar. If you're wondering what sugar I use, I realize everything I'm using seems strange and wrong, but I also have, like, vegetarian sugar. There we go. Why am I looking over there? Okay, there's the sugar. Okay, there's baking powder and baking soda. I don't have baking powder. I did not find any because I did not realize it called for baking powder. So we're just going to use like extra baking soda and a little bit of vinegar. Okay. So 1.5 would be 5/4. So we're going to go for like 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's a tablespoon. 3/4 of a teaspoon. We're going to go with this. Sick. This is probably very expired baking soda at this point, but we're just kind of rolling with it. A little bit extra. We'll throw the vinegar in a minute. And then, cool, there's that. Where is the vinegar? That's not going to taste disgusting with this. I think, is all I have red wine vinegar right now? Shit. Oh no, all my vinegar is just the very top shelf where I cannot reach. Don't live with tall people. They put things away in the most, oh, that's easy to reach manner. Except it's not easy to reach. It's not. It's a nightmare. Oh, there's the breadcrumbs I thought I lost. I knew I had webcams. Yes, great. Fantastic English. Love it. No, I got it. Honestly, if this recipe gets goofed up, I'm just gonna call it charm. You know, there's the breadcrumbs up there. They're still not good for this. They're Italian style. Like, they have seasonings and shit, but like, bro, they were up there the whole time. Are you kidding me? I was looking for them too. Like, I was actively trying to find them. Okay, so we are not reaching that. You're not reaching that whatsoever. Okay. I'm gonna sift this. We have sifted that. And then let's go ahead and mix in our breadcrumbs. So poppins is boppins. Honestly, these are fucking something, let me tell you. They are fucking something. Here's our breadcrumb mixture. I just gotta shake it around a bit. Oh, this is a smell right here. Holy shit. Yeah, there's still some big pieces, obviously, but like, this is the general gist. This recipe might take out your teeth. I'm sorry if you do. If you do like try this recipe, please like make your things finer than I have made mine. You want to make this a lot finer than I have made this. Put the flour back in the box for a moment. Return to whence you came, flour. Okay. That's that. And leave that there. I'm gonna put these here. Okay. How much margarine was in this? Okay, what's 100 grams of margarine? I don't know what 100 grams of margarine is. What's this? I actually do not know. Where's like a butter stick? Where's like a butter stick? Butter is really nice in that regard, at least. All right, now, what am I doing? I don't need this. I have that. Haha. Fuck you, system. I have like 6 different kinds of butter just like chilling. It's always good to have butter. Okay. This tells me in tablespoons. What's 100 grams in a tablespoon? Tablespoon. Okay. Come on, Google. 8 tablespoons of butter. Is that... sugar. 100 grams to tablespoons conversion. 6.667. Okay. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, basically almost this entire thing of fucking butter. Good to know. Good to know. I would have pulled this out sooner had I realized how much butter actually was required for this. So we're gonna slice our friend here. Perfect. This is the extra. This is how much butter is going in this thing. Just to reiterate. Like, just to point that out. Maybe, like, microwave this for a second because I think it's, like, way too hard. Yeah, the margarine I need. Yeah, this used to be. We need to soften this a little bit. This is, like, frozen. This is frozen. This is, like, Elsa. For, like, 30 seconds. I think 30 seconds should be fine. And we'll put back our morsel of butter. Our literal drop. Singular piece of butter. 13, 12, 11. Put this in the trash. Throw this away. There we go. Here we go. I do not want that microwave to beep. And here we go. This is now marginally softer. Margarinely softer. I'm sorry. I could not stop myself. I am terrible. Here is our butter. As you can see, very soft. Well, it calls for margarine, but this is margarine. I just like to say butter. It's easier to say butter. And then I need to knead this. I'm trying to think about this a way I could, like, elevate this camera a bit without, like, breaking everything, really. Let's move some stuff around. Let's see if we could do this. I don't know why I pulled out a spoon. I have not once needed a spoon. What do we have over here? Oh, that's where my milled wheat went. I was wondering what happened to my wheat that I used for tabbouleh. It just, like, vanished. Okay. No. That's gonna break. Grab our Lipton green tea from the time... See, nobody in this house drinks tea, really. This is the tea for when I did the map for the ROM hacking. And it's just been chilling in the kitchen ever since. Because I don't need it. I don't drink tea. Tech Demon doesn't drink tea. We just have it to have it. Have fun, Stalkus. We will use this. Yes, we will use this to tame a dinosaur. It's going to be sick. And now we're throwing this into our bowl. We are rinsing this motherfucker. Because I don't want to deal with this hardening later. There we go. Okay, we're mixing our margarine, and then we're just kneading this. Where does the camera like this most? Like right here. Okay. How hot is it? Okay, it's not too hot. And now we see how badly I fucked up or not. This is the opposite of ASMR, this texture. I cannot articulate to you how absolutely terrible this feels. Oh my god, this is absolutely like, this is like negative feeling. I hate this. Oh god. I think I just like absorbed it. Just gonna keep kneading, I guess. I'm hoping. This might need liquid. Okay, I need milk. I forgot about the milk, that's why. I will say that is the worst sensation I've ever felt. Milk, 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 milk. Milk. It says add the milk little by little. So we're gonna add a little bit of milk and continue to suffer. This recipe was made for somebody with more than 2 hands, I think. Like, also, it smells overwhelmingly like bread now. Like, everything in here smells like bread. It is just bread smell. I really do not want to touch this milk with my hand like this. Where's the paper towel? Okay, here. I use this milk for cereal. I don't want to ruin it. A little bit more milk. Right there. God, this is like the worst sensation of my life. Is this what Pippin does every day? Does he really sit down and mix this? I don't know how advanced the Paleo Pines World's technology is, so he might be doing this on a daily basis, and we just really have to respect him for that. Like, homie works so hard so we can tame dinosaurs. Dough seems tough. Add more milk. It should resemble cookie dough. Well, I made my chunks too chunky, so this is not going to resemble cookie dough whatso-fucking-ever. But I am going to do my best to just make it work. This is not staying together for anything, by the way. Like, this is not staying together at all. I might have to have more flour. I might have to have more flour. This is, like, the worst sensation of my life. Rinse some of this garbage off. Cool. My hands are very soft right now because of the butter. Like, they feel soft, which would normally be such a cool, nice sensation. Except I know it's because there's butter on them. I think we're done with the milk now. We're done with the milk now. Back into the fridge you go. Let's go back over here. We're going to add a little bit more flour. Not a lot, just a little bit to try to get this to, like, hold. Because right now it is not holding shape. Like, this is, like, falling apart so fucking bad. This is our mixture currently. It is falling apart so bad. So we're going to try to fix it. We're going to try to fix this. There we go. As we attempt to... Okay, it's sticking a little better now. Like, it's still very crumbly, but, like, it's... Like, I can feel it's starting to stick a little bit nicer. Baking is a nightmare. There we go. I want to know why they go from cups. Like, everything is in cups and teaspoons. When they get to the butter, bam, milligrams. Like, what happened? Why did we get there? We're going to keep kneading. This is slowly becoming a slightly chunky but staying together texture of item. What's up, John? How you doing? Good morning. Welcome to Crunchy Baking. Here we go. Where we try to make a recipe we've never heard of and learn about how negative sensation something can feel. A little bit more flour. I think this will be good. I mean, it still falls apart at like the slightest touch, just like a little bit more flour. Whoa. It might have been too much flour. So I accidentally just put a little bit too much flour in there. We're gonna have to work around that. I did not mean to put that much flour in there. So here we stand. Bring me. Shit is November crap for you too. November has been terrible for me. I'm like ready to delete November. Come on, flour. I need you to hold, buddy. I need you to hold. It says all-purpose baking flour, so like I trust it that it's going to start to help hold things after a while. But I don't know, because I've never done this. I've never used gluten-free flour before. Like we're learning right now, basically. I hope things get better though. I feel the crappy November, if it's like a crappy November. My November has been very not nice to me. Oh fuck, I forgot the walnuts. I forgot the walnuts. Let me rinse my hands. We're gonna rinse hands. I think we need walnuts and a little bit more milk. We're going off script here. We're going off recipe. What's up, Reddy? We're getting the gang now, man. Where did I put my walnuts? As a quick recap, we are making Spanish piedras, except I have begun to bastardize. I've begun to bastardize our recipe. Let's add the walnuts. Come on, there we go. This is gonna be a crunchy fucking recipe. I could say that right now. Like, I can assure that at this point. Like, this is gonna be very crunchy. We're adding a little bit more milk because I fucked up the flour ratio. Alright, a little bit more milk there. I've just, like, shoved all of the bread in the household to a corner. And we're just kind of living with it. Crunchy ASMR. Okay. Honestly, bless Reddy, because this has been an experience. We're trying to get it to stick, and it was sticking a little bit, and I tried to add more flour to make it stick more, and it fell apart on me. We can do this. We can do this. Right now, we have like a pile of breadcrumbs that we're like begging to turn into a mixture. Oh my god, eating is hard. Why is baking so complicated? What do you mean I can't just take a Spanish... The original recipe is entirely in Spanish, mind you. Like, I translated a bit of it, but, like, the recipe is in Spanish, bro. On milk. We're going to make this work. There we go. Here we go. Because these are supposed to have the... It's supposed to have the consistency of fucking cookie dough. Right now, it does not have the consistency of cookie dough. It has the consistency of, like, pain and misery. There we go. There we go. I have to wake up Tech Demon in a minute. Because he has work, and he is not awake yet, I don't think. Go. At least I haven't heard any noises. I've also been extremely preoccupied trying to make this mixture stick, so, like, he could have gotten up and I would not have noticed. Okay, here we go. One more. We can do this. It is slowly becoming a texture. Like, look, we're getting somewhere. It's becoming a texture. We can do this, guys. We can do this. I believe. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. My wrists are gonna hurt so bad all day now. Like, I knew in my head that this is gonna be a very thick dough. And I'm still, like, somehow surprised that it's like, oh, What do you mean it's like very hard to press together? I hope I didn't over knead it. I don't know. This recipe is confusing. Or not really confusing, it's just I did a step wrong and now I'm like reaping the consequences of that action. Okay. Get some more good mixes in here before I give in and say this is what we're gonna have. Okay. Punch, 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 punch. Just beat it the fuck up. We're punching this thing now. Ow! I have large muscles after baking this. I'm gonna be swole. Whoa, how'd you get those guns? I like baking. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to, like, we're gonna have to call this crunchy. Okay, what is next? Seems tough, add more milk. When I add more milk, it falls apart, recipe. This is like cookie dough texture, I think. Maybe like a little bit more milk. Like the slightest amount more milk. Is this milk in date? Okay, the milk is in date. Is that if I can see awake? Ah, it's the oven. Okay. Let's knead. And it says to knead, too. It's not even mix, it's knead. Do you knead cookie dough? What's up, Black Emerald? Get good sleep. Dream of muscles. I am exerting all of mine to mix this recipe together. We're punching the bread. Viciously beating up the bread. Okay. I think this might be the best we're gonna get. Alright, let me make sure Tech Demon is awake really fast. I'm still streaming, I just wanted to make sure you were awake. Okay, cool. Back to trying to make this fucking thing homogeneous. Like, the recipe inventor, I'm so sorry. Like, if she ever, by some horrible method, finds this stream, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm sure your recipe is normally amazing. I am just bastardizing it to hell. Okay, here we go. Back over on itself again. Yeah, this might be the best we have. This might be our... Alright. Well, there we go. Like, look, it's stuck together now. It's pretty mixed. We have a substance. I'm gonna keep aggressively rinsing my hands off because they are, like, my hands feel so buttery. Like, I cannot articulate to you how buttery my hands feel. Now, my next thought is how we're gonna, let's see what the next step is. Needed using an ice cream scoop. I do have an ice cream scoop. That is an item I own. Cool. A greased baking sheet. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna move our bowl. What's up, Night Wolf? Welcome to the pandemonium. We're gonna move our instructions on top of my hamburger buns because hamburger buns are the best form of table. Milk can go back. And I did not pull out my baking tray because I'm a fucking idiot. Where is my baking tray? That is the better question. Baking tray. Okay, you can't see. Okay. Ah, my knees. Holy shit, that did not feel good. Okay. Guys, don't get old. Getting old sucks. I know, it's like... Okay, sick. This is optimal viewing... Right there. Optimal viewing location. Need that later. Move that back. Trying to make room for things. I have too much stuff. I did not clear off the counter as well as I should have, and it's entirely my own fault. Go. Sick. Now let's get our sheet. Have a cookie sheet. Cookie sheet. I'm not gonna make all 6. At least I don't think I need to. I want to pet a wolf. Have you guys seen how big wolves are? Like, they don't look like they're that big in, like, pictures. When you actually see one and then, like, they're massive motherfuckers. They're huge. Okay. It says lightly greased. Where'd my extra butter go? Take our last little bit of butter and microwave that. It is a ramen container and will be used as such. We're going to use this because I want to make sure we're screwing over our recipe. We're following this to the fucking letter. Okay, there's that. Throw this out. I microwave this for like 5 seconds. It's really not that much butter. Oh no. The knife has gotten caught in the microwave. Okay, there we go. The knife was caught in the microwave for a second and that was very unfortunate. Put this up here. Microwave. 13, 12, 11. That should be enough. I'm not here for, like, fully melted butter. I'm just here for butter that I can, like, put on this sheet and spread around a bit. Here's a brush. This brush has seen better days, but he will perform the purpose I need. Here we go. All right. Mr. Baking Sheet has been greased. And now our next step is just to put these things on the thing. Inch apart, cook for 20 minutes. Okay. So let's see how bad we have fucked up. Let's see how bad we fucked up. Okay. Oh, this is not staying together as well as I think the recipe intended. Ball. This looks like I don't know how to describe what this looks like. I'm kind of forming them into balls on the scoop, mind you. They are not coming out that nice naturally. Ball. And then... yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do 3 poppins. We'll have 3 poppins. And then... he's not as big as his friends. We're gonna give him an extra little boost there. Ball. Sick. Alright, so these are the base of our poppins. My hands are so fucking buttery. Oh my god. Alright, they're there. This wanted us to sprinkle sugar as a decoration. But we're going to be putting literal peanut butter on top of these, so we're not going to do that. Okay. So next up, let us go ahead and I think just throw these in the oven. Yep. Let us throw these guys into the oven. Do I want to make these more cupcake shaped? I think I might want to make these more cupcake shaped. Don't mind me, just changing my mind about things at the very last second. I don't know. I don't know how well these will stick together if I do that. That's my problem. If I flatten this maybe and put it on top? Nah. We're gonna roll with this. We're gonna roll with this. We can... Let me look at the picture, actually. Let me look at my reference image. Yeah, no, they're not cupcake shaped. They're pretty... This should be fine. This should be fine. Make them a little taller. Okay, if I do that anymore, it's gonna fall apart. We're gonna put this in the oven now. We're just gonna put this in the oven. Go. And 20 minutes from now, we should have our poppin' base. Let me see. Cook time, cook time, cook time. Start. All right. So we've gotten that started. Now for the topping of our poppin', I want to use peanut butter because it tastes good. Melt down peanut butter. Okay, so YouTube just says microwave it for like 30 seconds at a time and stir, which makes sense, but it's I don't know, I was expecting something more exciting. We're gonna go ahead and throw our peanut butter in here. Because our decorations are peanut butter, walnut, and cinnamon sticks. Because I really did, like if you look at the poppin', there's like a stick on it. I thought it was a cinnamon stick, so I bought cinnamon sticks. It is not cinnamon sticks, it is just sticks. Nice. And now we are going to remove all of this peanut butter. I got a baby jar just for this, because my regular peanut butter is very sacred. I've also never eaten this brand of peanut butter, but it's peanut butter. I mean, how different can it taste? We ain't eating sticks, so we're good. I mean, yeah. I think it's kind of hilarious in hindsight that the thing that, you know, both things weren't edible, although acorns were arguably somewhat edible, and I swapped them around. The acorns are the non-edible part, and the sticks you can eat. There we go. There we go. We're about to have some wacky tasting food, bro. Like, this is about to be very wacky. What's this? This is so messy. I didn't think this would be messy. Let me look at what I'm doing for a second. Get off the knife. There. That should be enough. There's like a little bit left that I will use for my own peanut butter desires, but there's that. Oh, that's why I got a spoon. Look at that. I thought ahead. I didn't get a spoon because I didn't think properly. I got a spoon because we need a spoon. Haha. Victory. We could probably stand to put this back down now. Bam. You are back at the floor where you belong. Right there. Sick. Peanut butter is off my hands. And now we just begin the process of microwaving and waiting. Very high octane, you know, just microwaving things a million times. At least I hope this is correct. Like, if this is a lie, like, you know, somebody on the internet was having a laugh, like, they got me good, and we're about to have a bad time. What's that? Let's open our cinnamon sticks ahead of time. I've never actually held, like, ooh, that smells strong. Holy shit. I've never actually held, like, a real cinnamon stick, so I'm excited about that. 3, 2, go. Let's see where... Oh, holy shit, that worked fantastic. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. That's like a fucking... It's like moving. It's like a liquid. I am loving this. Maybe I should use... Oh no, the spoon's already fucking ruined. I don't know. I don't want to use this big of a spoon though. It's gonna suck. We're gonna use a small spoon. Because I have some form of love for myself. So we're gonna use a small spoon. Stir, stir, stir. Yeah, no, this will be perfect, actually. I might have to remake it because I did this way too early. I thought this was going to be a process. I didn't think it was going to melt down that easily, okay? Like, I thought this was going to be hard. Okay, so we have our peanut butter. We have our cinnamon sticks. I want to hold one. Ah, it's so cool. Holy shit, that smells strong. Why do I keep smelling it up close? This is our cinnamon sticks. I've never held one, and I don't know. Have you never seen a cinnamon stick like I haven't? Here you go. Very cinnamon stick. Very action shot. And of course we have a bunch. I'll put him back, and let's open our acorns as well. We have acorns we have to play with. What time is it? Okay, we're still good. Making sure I'm not, like, accidentally cutting a class. These are our acorns. Whoa. I'm gonna knock stuff over. If you want the same acorn, I am sorry. I got these from the, like, mega clearance aisle of a Hobby Lobby. But they're just acorns. They exist. They are metallic for some reason. I just want to reiterate, it was ridiculously hard to find these. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. I got these in the off-season. I got these... Oh my god, I got these, like, at the start of the Christmas stuff. So, like, all the fall stuff was already in clearance. But even then, like, all the clearance stuff was all fucking pumpkins. All of it was pumpkins. Like, I went through, like, so many craft aisles in Michael's and in Hobby Lobby. Like, all of the extra fall stuff was pumpkins. Pumpkins, pumpkins. I don't want pumpkins. I want acorns. And I even talked to an associate at Michael's. She's like, yeah, no, I ain't got that. Sorry. It's like, well, that's okay. I'm just going to buy this ribbon so I don't feel like I'm stealing from you. And it was so awkward. I just wanted acorns. Why are they so hard? Put that back. There we go. Remember, kids, clean up as you go. Clean up as you go. It makes it so much easier. Makes it so much easier when you're done. Just pick up as you go. I can throw these away. We don't need these. I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't learn from my baking videos at all. Because I do not know what I'm doing. But I can at least try to instill, like, the good practice of, hey, you know, maybe you should, you know, clean up as you go so you're not suffering later. This can go back. This can go back. I feel bad. I put it into purgatory. My baking cupboard is basically, you're not going to get seen again for months. On up there. We go. These need to go back as well. Sick. And I unfortunately only have one large mixing bowl. Which I cannot tell you how inconvenient it is to only have one large mixing bowl. Right there. All I want for Christmas is 2 large bowls. Because I have to use this tomorrow as well for something. I'm waiting to toss this because I feel like if it is good, I want to have more. But I want to have those around just in case. But I think they're... I don't have hope. I don't have high hopes. I don't know. I'm just kind of... I'm seeing where we land, basically. We got our walnuts in there. We're good there. Have our peanut butter ready. And we have our acorns and sticks. We're ready to decorate these things, like the second they come out of the oven. Although, I don't know how cold they need to be. I don't know, like, the ratio of cold that I need these objects to be before they're good. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Eating sticks. See, eating sticks is okay as long as it's cinnamon. I do not know what qualifies something to be, like, okay to eat versus not okay, since we're eating These are sticks. These are literal sticks. I don't know. Does anybody know the science of cinnamon? Like why cinnamon's okay to eat, but everything else is no? Where'd my water go? I had a water. You drank my water. Here you go. I have like decoration station, all sorts of ready to go. I'm just like impatiently staring at the oven. I didn't do anything like, I don't know. Most times if it's like a long cooking time, I will prepare something to do like between. But one, you know, time is a matter of that I have to consider this time, and two, it's a 20-minute bake time. I was like, it can't be that bad. It's only 20 minutes. How bad can 20 minutes be? And we're already halfway done, so I mean, I was correct. It's only 20 minutes. It just like stare at our cinnamon sticks for like 10 more minutes. Let me see how they're doing, actually. Yeah? Those are rocks. What's up, Raiju? How you doing? Welcome to rock making, basically. Like, I can't move the camera that far, but please understand, they do just look like rocks. Like, dead ass, they are just rocks. They look exactly the same as you saw them. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't know, he eats like, oh my god, it was like, he shared his workout, like, his routine for eating, and he eats like, oh, it was like 9 eggs in the morning or something insane. Like every morning, it's like he blended the egg yolks. Like, I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember that his food routine scared the crap out of me. I want his muscles though. Pancakes too. Oh man, I want pancakes. Except I don't have pancakes. I have poppins. And these aren't exactly like, I don't want to say they're not going to be delicious. Like, I have hope. I feel like they could be good. It's just right now, all I know is that we are making literal crunchy rocks. I'm excited for the crunchy rocks. And we have 3 of these. So I'm going to pull out a couple cinnamon sticks per. I feel like I should do this now while I still have the luxury of getting to put this down. So here are our sticks. Yes, those are our sticks. The rest of these can be saved for a later period. Orange and lemon into it. Oh. My mom's trick has always been she puts like Sprite or like a Sprite equivalent into her pancake batter to make them like light and fluffy. I didn't realize that wasn't standard until I was watching Tech Demon, and he was like, what do you mean Sprite? I was like, the Sprite. You put the Sprite in the pancake batter. He looked at me like I was a crazy person. But it does make it better, I promise you. Like, Sprite actively, like, it makes it fluffier. Not that I don't love a good thick pancake, but, like, carbonation, man, it makes it fluffy. Do that with ham? Wait. You put a lemon on the ham, or you put Sprite on your ham? I feel like putting Sprite on ham might have some interesting consequences. Sprite? Oh, really? I mean, it has to taste good if you, like, do it on a regular basis. Huh. I was shown a rock meme. Have fun. The Tech Demon has left for work. Bit more sweetness to it. Okay. I don't have a lot of experience with ham. Growing up, I never liked pork, and then I stopped eating meat, and then I just never had pork again. I just remember it was like very, I don't know. It would be better with sweetness. Not like I'm imagining it in my head. Like, I feel like it would be better with a little bit of sweetness. You're onto something there. You're braining. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I just, like, need the crap out of the cabinet door. Oh my god. I'm trying to think of, like, other ones that, like, cooking hacks. Shoot, work as a cooking event tomorrow. Pronouns? She or they, whichever strikes your fancy. Appreciate you asking. Like, work as a thing. And everybody's bringing in like a cooking like object, and I was told that I should bring in, I have my lazy pepper thing. I think I've made it on stream before, like in like a meal prep stream like a long time ago, but I will cut up potatoes, like 6 different kinds of pepper, like bell pepper, jalapeno, you know, the whole 9. Just whatever I have on hand, do some onion, and then put red pepper flakes, salt and pepper on it, and like fry it in a pan, and people love the crap out of it. What's up, Shelby? It is cinnamon, yes. I've never held cinnamon sticks. I'm like genuinely like shook by them. Like they're cool. I don't know, like whenever I use cinnamon, I have cinnamon powder in my pantry, but like I needed sticks to get the poppin' look. So yeah, I got to hold cinnamon sticks for the first time, and I'm very excited about this. We also have fake acorns and peanut butter sauce. We're about to decorate in about 6 minutes. Let me see how they're doing now. How are we doing now? Let's see. They still look like rocks. I know that just sounds very obvious, but they still just look like rocks. Try biting them? Where did I put them? Where did I just put those? I put them back in the pantry, okay. Star anise. I have heard that name before in like Gordon Ramsay shows, and I really want to... Are you about to cinnamon challenge me? Like, am I about to be like very pranked? Let's put this back. Very fragrant. Ooh. There's so many like fancy ingredients I want to try. Alright, I'm gonna bite this. It shall be. If it's terrible, honestly, GG for getting me to bite something. Not bad. It's a terrible idea. It's not terrible. Like, I thought it was gonna be like the cinnamon challenge. It's not bad. It just tastes like cinnamon. It broke in my mouth. Oh no. Fake acorns are definitely fancy. You're right. I feel fancy buying them. I'm just happy that the journey to buy the acorns is finally over. Let's get our acorns out too. How many acorns was it per poppin'? Was 3 acorns per poppin'. Okay. So let's yank these guys out here. Because I want to have, like, before I try one, I want to make, like, a plate and, like, take a pretty picture. Acorn, acorns, acorns. These all look a little bit chewed in some way. I have enough for a 4th. But we don't have a 4th. We just need this many. Let's get our... Actually, no, this side's going to be the holder side because you can't see it as well on the camera. So this is going to be our backup zone. There we go. Sick. I did chew on them. I actually, oh my god. Now that I know how, like, dangerous it can be, I feel bad, but we did get my older brother to do the cinnamon challenge, and I have a video of it still. And, like, he coughed and he was fine, but, like, that actually is very dangerous. They look like a choking hazard. Yeah, no, we remove these before we eat them. We remove these. But for the sake of having a pretty picture of my poppins, we are going to include them on top. We also have a peanut butter sauce. This is our peanut butter sauce. Can it get into your lungs? Yes, for the cinnamon challenge. It, like, removes all the moisture from your mouth, and it, like, if you breathe, it can get into your lungs. So, like, very dangerous. Now that I know and I am a full adult and I can go, huh, maybe that wasn't the brightest thought. Like, I feel bad, but as a teenager, it was just really fucking funny. Water good. Ice bucket challenge. I never did that. I don't think I knew a couple people in high school who had, like, they had family members with ALS who did it, but, like, I never did it personally. I have horrific circulation, so, like, putting that much on me would actually, I would shiver so bad it would actually kind of hurt me. It's like, that would never appeal to me, even when I still lived in a very warm state. Okay, we have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And then the oven's gonna yell at me. Let me see, one more peek before... Yep, those... They look like rocks. I know that sounds very unenthused, but they just look like rocks. I have no other descriptor for them other than they look like rocks. Like a great stream idea. Oh, it's just telling me there's a minute left. That'd be interesting to... How do I want to do this? I'm just like throw them on a plate and then decorate them on the plate? Or, I wanted to have like a nicer looking thing. Let me see. On an easier cutting board to clean up. Because I want to have them on like a wooden background. I don't know. That's me trying to be like aesthetic. With like, imagine like sparkles around that word. What's that been baconing? Mine are also really cold, actually. I even got socks. I'm still in my pajamas, mind you. Like, I even got socks to put on because I knew I was going to be cold. Oh, there we go. Ah, shut it. Okay. Yeah, like, I even got socks and I forgot to put them on, so I'm just cold. Okay, let's pull these bad boys out. This is hot. I mean, as predicted, they look like rocks. Hot, 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 hot. That walnut, just rip that walnut. Miss that here for right now. Okay. Fair warning, I am fully intending to destroy this cutting board. I'm gonna move this to the bottom corner now. We're gonna move that there. I'm fully intending to ruin this cutting board, so like please do not be alarmed if you see me just like pour peanut butter directly on it and such. Like it's intentional. So now we have these. They're not as crunchy as I thought they would be. Like, they look crunchy. Like, they have the texture that, like, is desired, but, like, we're seasoning the cutting board, yes. This is, like, a tiny one. The one that I do my cooking streams on is, like, massive. It doesn't really fit the sink very well, so it's always a nightmare to wash. And I still want to have, like, a pretty, like, brown little backdrop. So we're going to be doing them on my tinier cutting board that also looks like wood. Oh, this one's bamboo, so... We're going to have... nice looking poppins. So there we go. Next, all we have to do is put our peanut butter and our toppings on them. We are in the home stretch, kids. Home stretch. Where'd my spoon go? I'm not really giving them time to rest. I don't know. I don't see a big purpose in doing so. Let's go ahead and start drizzling peanut butter. These could have come out more accurate looking, but for what I have to work with, like, I think these are the best they could have come out. Roughly, if you want to try to make your own terrible poppins at home, this is just a spoonful each. Just a spoonful of peanut butter each. I microwaved it for 30 seconds and somehow it came out okay. So there's that. Make a cinnamon roll variant. Honestly, that'd be so good. Like, there's ways to make this recipe, but, like, actually tasty. This is just what I have to work with. Okay, and then it's 3 acorns with, like, the cinnamon behind it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough for 2 cinnamon sticks for each one. I don't know if I have enough space for that. Let's see what happens just placing one on there. And then this one needs one. And then this one needs one. That's too big. It's going to fall. This one needs one. Ah, peanut butter on the hand. Peanut butter on my hand. Please don't fall. I'm just gonna quietly beg my poppins. Okay, I don't think I can actually do all 3. So we're gonna do like an acorn a piece and call it a day, I think. Piece of something like that. Okay. Poppin, poppin. Poppin. I want a different acorn. I don't like that acorn. Do this acorn. Okay. This is the best we're gonna get. I'm gonna take a pretty picture. And then I'm gonna remove the acorn and actually try it. We've had a journey, and it's coming to a close. And I just turned my phone off like an idiot. Okay. Like a food photographer right now. Gotta get, like, the best shot of these. My potatoes in the background is extremely unaesthetic, actually. I have my fucking bag of potatoes just chilling there, and it looks very unnice. So we're gonna back into it a bit, I think. Oh, actually, this is, like, the best angle. I should have done this angle in the first place. Sick. Okay. Now we have cool pictures of the poppins. Now I can actually eat one. People who are dieting or molding right now. I don't know if I can recommend eating this. I don't know. Let's take the acorn off though. Yes, it was worth driving for literally 2 hours to get those acorns for a 30-second photo. I stand by this thought. I'll leave the cinnamon stick on. I don't know. This is hot as hell. Here's a spoon. What's a smart way to do this? And it's called use a fucking spoon. Oh, that looks crunchy. That looks crunchy. Oh, it's crunchy. Okay. Pippin will be proud. These are really fucking dry. Oh man. I can't swallow this. Okay, so like, it tastes fine. Like, it tastes good. The peanut butter sauce gives it like the flavor it really needs to have a flavor. The problem is that it is dry because it's already like, it's bread baked into bread. And then I added peanut butter, which also dries the crap out of your mouth. Otherwise, it honestly tastes pretty okay. Like, it tastes fine. It's crunchy. Has walnuts in it. It tastes fine. So, like, I think I'd give this a 5 out of 10 overall. Like, it's a food. It came out okay. I feel like I could eat this and, like, I wouldn't die, but the effort that was made to make these was very strong because I had no breadcrumbs. Peanut. Walnut. I have chopped walnuts mixed into the actual thing. There's a walnut. Walnut. So both, technically. Also, what's up, Gomu? How you doing? Welcome to the experience. Nut. Hell yeah. Nut. These are all fine. I'm trying to figure out which of these were not covered in peanut butter. That one had peanut butter. Oh dear. I have to wash my acorns. I'm going to use them for something else. Like, I spent too much effort getting these acorns to not, you know, use the crap out of them. You wipe my peanut butter hand now. But yeah, overall, 5 out of 10. It's a food. We made poppins. I am now going to go and actually get ready for classes because that's why this stream was at 7 a.m. EST, because I have classes at 10. So thank you for stopping by. I hope that, like, some people who, you know, different time zones, because I used to be I used to work overnights. I used to stream at this time, like, all the time. So if anybody was still around, you know, I hope you got to have fun and just say hi. So for now, peace out. Thank you for coming.